I understand you, not everything. No, like you say, just go for it, right? No, not everything, because I also had to pause for a bit. You see, in the summer, my friends, like my personal friend, yes, went to Las Vegas and arrived, him, his wife, and two kids at midnight. They drove physically for 9 hours from Sacramento, arrived at midnight, and were told, you have no reservation, you have no booking, and where to call. Travorium doesn't even have an 800 number to call at night.
Their tech support works until 4:30 p.m. from Monday to Friday.
Yes, but when you book, there's a small print with a phone number saying, if anything, call and leave a voicemail. Your problem, if you can't get into the hotel, they won't let you in and supposedly will call you back. Well, yes, he doesn't know how to do any of this. He calls me, imagine, and I'm on vacation in San Diego with my family. At midnight, I start helping him because he's my personal friend. So I'm playing the role of customer service. I call, leave a message.
I have the same thing.
Yes, I sit and pray for a call back. Some old man calls back, to be honest. Some 65-year-old man, you can tell by the voice who's sleeping, who woke up and asks, what do you need? I say, well, my friends aren't being let into the hotel. Husband, wife, and two kids. They're standing there saying they don't have a room. But all the rooms are there. Here's the reservation number, everything. Now I'll find out. And can you imagine, guys, about an hour and a half until 1:30 a.m. I'm not sleeping. This family is just standing in the lobby. Can you imagine, until 1:30 a.m.? And they keep figuring it out, couldn't figure anything out. And the hotel just took pity and said, okay, guys, we'll give you some room now so you don't stand here until morning. And tomorrow morning, we'll sort it out. Can you imagine? Well, just guys, and I've had two such cases in a year where they said there's no reservation. Tima, can I interrupt you? Tima, is this from the travel site? Please tell me. Yes, it's from the travel site. Yes.
We have the same story. We have exactly the same with getaways. A person came, he fought there for 3 hours. They called the police on him, kicked him out. The second time they answered saying, now letters have come, everything will be fine. Then he paid with his own money, stayed overnight. The next day, through Victor to David. David returned the amount to him, and even then, they still charged him for the tax. And plus, David then just bought on booking, paid, and bought for the person. And the person sees that on booking it's twice as cheap as he paid on getaways. So if David bought on booking cheaper and sold on getaways more expensive, and he still had problems that he didn't even rest but spent a day dealing with it, solving the issue, well, it's clear the person kind of everything. The person kind of just, well, yes, just like that.
Such moments, you don't want to be a customer. Yes, as you said, Timofey, you don't want to be customer service. The company should do that. And another moment, I approached the president in Toulouse. I said, please, David, make a report so there are fewer red burned accounts, so people know they have a week left, so accounts don't burn, so an email comes. Please implement such an innovation. He says, we won't do that. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't need this. You know my answer. No, Victor. He thinks everything is perfect, everything works, no improvement needed. And in the end, when we were in Mexico talking and somehow walking with Igor, either he or Larissa, I don't remember who said, sometimes it felt like it was beneficial for him for the accounts to burn.
Many people had points and they also expired.
And I have a person, he had a structure of 120,000. Well, he also had a big leader there. He joined as a client, he was saving up for 8 months. He says, well, let's see. And he was already maturing for business. That is, he had a good overflow. And he kind of got distracted. He's rich, he's a millionaire, but he's like that. And in the end, he didn't manage to make the payment in 89 days. I tell him urgently pay this, right, to have them send you an invoice for payment. He writes on the second day, that is, he fits into this week. I say, tag me. I give him my email. He tags me, writes to support, sends it all okay. They write back, we didn't receive a letter from him, and I'm just in Kazakhstan. The time for payment is already running out here. It's urgent because he needs to pay so it doesn't expire. I arrive at the office. I show the letter. I say, look, on the second day, were you in the Temecula office about this issue? No, I was in Kazakhstan. Oh, in the Kazakhstan office. I showed it. They say, yes. I say, do you see that the person wrote a letter? That is, he followed the rules?
Yes.
All right, we'll restore him. We just need to write to America. They don't restore him. I write to David. I say, David, and I make $1 million turnover. My team does. $1 million a month, just so you understand. I asked to restore the person who did everything according to the rules. David replies to me, says he broke the rules, he wasn't on time. I write the letter didn't reach support, some technical glitch. He says everything works perfectly on our end. That can't be. I say I went to the Almaty office. They didn't find the letter, but they saw that the person sent it. I sent him screenshots. He says that the person can write anything, make any fake documents. I won't restore him. I'll close the issue with them. Victor, don't write to me about this issue anymore. And such an attitude can't be like this with